What's up, everybody? As I promised in my first video, I was going to show you the garage as it is now. If I can find them, I'll go through my collection of photos and videos and try to find some photos or videos of when we actually first started working on this place. So when we first bought the property, there was no ceiling. The walls were just like this, not insulated. But then we had a break. Well, actually, I'd say break. But we had a few months where we were waiting for a building permit on the house. So we decided to work on the garage. So what we did is we insulated it kind of like we've got here. So we used 2-inch and 1-inch styrofoam insulation, and then put up a vapor barrier, and then we put OSB up and covered up the nail holes and the seam holes and painted it bright white. So this as it sits along this wall is probably going to be the way it's going to stay. This all needs to be cleaned up, and please keep an open mind that I cannot stand clutter. So this is driving me nuts, but I kind of have no other option at this point. But so one of the things is the previous owner has had a window like this over here, and they're not, you can't open them. So we got different windows that can actually open. So we're going to put, these windows are going to come down, and we're going to put windows in its place. Same over here and along this wall. So all of this needs to be insulated, vapor barriered, and plywooded. Same with this wall. We started to do a little bit back here where the electrical supply comes in to the building. So that's been insulated, vapor barriered, and OSB'd real quick. Nothing much to look at right now. We still got a lot of wiring to run. This was all these makeshift shelves were here when we moved in, bought the building. So those will all come down for the same reason we need to put the OSB up. So one thing I probably should say is the electricity actually used to come from the property across the way, which this property was split up upon the death of the previous owner. So the property, it was basically split in half. So the property that the house is on was up for sale, and the property that this building was on was put up for sale. That went for more than we thought it was worth. So we ended up, well, my parents ended up buying this property. And so we decided to build a house on it. And for those of you, because I didn't put anything on YouTube, I just put a lot of stuff on Facebook. I'll show you real quick. I don't want to get too carried away, but this house is what we built. We built it from the ground up, literally. But yeah, so most of my time in the last 4 years has been spent on the house. But now, hopefully hopefully this year, we can get back to getting this thing up to snuff. I want to show you. Okay, so the previous owner of this place was a legitimate hoarder. This thing was just absolutely full of stuff. Like, you think this is bad, but it was literally like had a little walking path in a couple places. But let me show you continue on the tour of this guy's madness. So if we come back here, he actually added this on later in life. So, as you can see, at one point it actually stopped, but he's added this onto it. Where's the light switch? Right here. Okay, so in the back here, he has like storage. These weren't actually here. These were cabinets that got bought very cheaply in the hopes that we could use them in the house, but we have no purpose for them, so they're not in the greatest of shape, so they're just going to disappear. But this will all be kind of storage. There is a bathroom, a toilet, and a sink, just a utility sink, nothing too exciting. And there's a water heater that's never been hooked up. And please, I haven't been back up here for probably 2 years, so if there's something that comes freaking screaming out of a closet somewhere, it's not going to be great. But this was here, this makeshift freaking spiral staircase going upstairs. This actually is a crawl space, which is nice because we've had a couple plumbing incidents where the pipes have frozen and burst, so we were able to get underneath there. So as we go up this makeshift spiral staircase here, the guy has basically a bedroom. So yeah, I mean, he had a window unit. He actually had a full-size window like that over here, but he blocked it off and put a window unit in. This door back here leads to a very poorly constructed back porch. I'm not even going to go out there right now. But yeah, looks like we've got a rodent in here at some point. But this, oh yeah, this is just a little closet. And then he's got a full bathroom in here, which is absolutely disgusting. Like I said, I haven't been up here in a couple years. But there's a sink, a toilet, and a full shower in here. And you might ask, why would somebody that had a house right across the way need something like this? And that's a very good question. One that I don't have an answer for, because just if I was to be able to look through this window, his house was right there, but he never finished it. And it just became a collection point for stuff, much like this place was. So as we go back down the makeshift, very wobbly spiral staircase, come back down into the storage area. And so he has a lean-to out here, a storage lean-to, which that's our boat, but this has just kind of become a collection zone for our stuff. Let me shut the lights off. But this is all stuff that we bought for insulating the garage. So this will all be gone. This lean-to will be gone at some point. This overhead door will be gone, and a more permanent wall will be put in. So because all of this back here is where it is, we still like to be able to use it for storage. So what we're gonna do is, instead of going through here to go back up, we're going to build a staircase going up to a door that leads in there, and then we'll have another door that leads into there. But this will all be gone. The same with this door, that'll all be gone, and it'll be a finished wall. I would like to at some point have a 2-post lift kind of right where this aluminum bending machine is, just because who wouldn't want a 2-post lift? So you could just drive straight in through there onto it somewhere in here. I would like to have the air compressor in that corner and have air lines run wherever we need to go. But that's much later in the future. So let me take you outside and show you where the madness continues. I think the cat followed me in here, but oh well. So because he was a hoarder, he had vehicles stashed in here. underneath this lean-to. This lean-to will go away. And then show you some more. This is another lean-to that I showed you. It has the boat in it. But yeah, this is all, but see, let me show you something. Okay, this guy, as crazy as he was, had a lockable door, could lock it, and it is locked currently, to, and here that's wide open. I mean, like many other things, he probably planned on walling this off and finishing it, but it was just like, why put a lockable door on something that's completely open? But yeah, all this is going to go away. And then we'll show you the madness continues over here, where we got all of our styrofoam stored. He's got this other lean-to, and I want to show you something. Instead of, you know, putting up the money and building, you know, a traditional wall, he just used a garage door. That's right, he's just got it glued and screwed and clamped shut to make his wall. But yeah, there is, since, you know, there's the toilet and sink and everything in there, there is a septic tank out here somewhere, we assume. We have no idea where it is. Yeah, there's the cat. Hi, Maddie. Inspector Maddie. But yeah, here is the very, very poorly built back patio to that door that's up there. Yeah, it's just, looking at it, it's one of those things that you're just like, oh my God, what was this guy thinking? But I guess we all have a little bit of insanity to us. Some just take it to more extremes than others. But yeah, all of this is kind of our trash that we need to clean up, and we will. We've got leftover like rebar pieces and stuff like that. But yeah, we still need to. He had a little like canopy built off of this, so we tore that down. This is all brand new siding to us. We've got to finish this off, but instead of having all of the gutters go one direction and drain, he's got just multiple drains. So that's something I'd like to change. And then, you know, this is going away, so all the gutters here are going away. But yeah, that's the general introduction to the garage itself. We went in and we put in all of the sheet, the metal roof. It's been insulated. I would like to get like I said in the early part of the video, I'd like to get the rest of this insulated. And I have an old furnace, which I got for free from HVAC buddy of mine. I would like to get that installed and get it operational, yeah, right there. So we can actually heat this place if I'm out here working in the wintertime, because I don't want my detailing products and, you know, paints and stuff freezing. So yeah, we got a hot tub and a bunch, you know, collection of cutoffs and stuff, and all this plywood is all stuff that's no longer just extra from when we built the house. But this will all get cleaned up, I promise you, because it's driving me nuts as it is now. But yeah, as you can probably see, there's vehicles in this garage. They are mine, and that will be separate videos. So thanks for watching, guys. Tell me what you think about the first official video.